Just need to get my blanket around if we're doing a sleepover.
Right. There we go. Yeah. Well, this is a new thing I'm doing. Going to be speaking to various authors. We've got Mark Green with me tonight. First and best. And it's going to be completely unprofessional. And if you'd seen us for the past 15 minutes, you would understand that because it's been utter fucking chaos. Nothing's fucking worked. I've vanished. Mark's had to get his dog Theo to stand in. It's just been fucking chaos. But we're working. We're working now. We've hit record while it's all working. I love the old interviews. Like, remember the Big Breakfast? You roughly explains me that informal. So I'm in my dressing gown, and you've got a blanket, and it's.
I got my blanket.
Kind of the author big sleepover, and yeah, we're gonna do a few of these. Start off with, who are you, Mark? Just tell us who you are for those who don't know you.
Well, I'm Mark Green. I write under the name Mark MJ Green because it turns out my name is really common, and there's a lot of Mark Greens out there. So I had to do the pompous thing and put my middle initials in. I write horror of various.
It sounds classy.
Styles.
That sounds classy with
yeah, which I'm clearly I am. You know,
very classy. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. What was it? Yeah, so I write horror, but I don't like to stick to one style. I've done one extreme. I've done a splatter. I've done a psychological. I like to just write what I would like to read. I don't really have a particular niche.
Right. Which is good. It's good. And your stuff's good as well, man. I really like your work.
Oh, thanks, man. I do have one issue with this whole sleepover thing, doing this kind of thing. What about the monster under the bed? If that jumps out at me.
Drama's gone to bed, man. She won't be.
That got me.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
We had a pre-plan there, didn't we, mate?
I like that. For a moment,
good job.
Because I've taken
go on.
Because I've taken my glasses off and I don't see 100%. I thought Theo had attacked you.
All right. That's just Kai wearing his Halloween mask.
Brilliant. You all right, little dude?
So are you all right?
Yeah. top dude.
Go on. Off you go, mate. Leave us to our bad language.
I say that there'll be noise from my end. I've got the 4 kids.
Sorry, my boy just said later, nerds.
Good call. It's a good shout. Any minute now, my eldest is going to come walking in the door with food from the Indian restaurant. So my 5-year-old is then going to get triggered and go, Chibbies, because it's all she eats, really. So, But yeah, so there'll be noise from that. Again, completely unprofessional. What we're going to do on these, I'd like everyone to write their own obituary. You've got one, haven't you?
I have got one ready, yeah. Where is it? Let me find. Right, do you want me to just read it out then?
Just go for it, man. Just go for it. I'll be mourning you, and I'll be like,
all right, yeah. If you look emotional, I'll try and put my professional. Yeah. So I sound a bit less country bumpkin. It is with a deep and everlasting sadness that we announce the passing of Mark M.J. Green, husband of Amy, father of Erin and Kai, and clone of Nick Frost and Kelvin V.A Allison. Much like Mark, this obituary will be short and simple. He enjoyed writing strange and often disturbing stories, and it is said that as many as 10 people may have even read them. Mark was a man of many words, most of them sadly unprintable. Mark has requested his ashes be spread around the British Library in the fashion of a prison movie where the folks digging tunnels walk around the yard, subtly spilling their load as they go about their business. We take this moment to remember Mark, who died at home after his storage unit of unread books collapsed upon him, crushing him to death. And I think we can all agree he has only his shelf to blame.
Love it, man.
That's it.
Really good.
A bad pun, but
Sean Connery impression at the end. Only got him shelf to blame. But yeah, it's weird you say that about the thing falling on you. My uncle was actually crushed. He used to work in a sweet factory. One time, he was. Everyone was going off for their break, and as a forklift had gone around the corner with the old all the milk chocolate, like the white chocolate had gone around the corner. The forklift toppled over and it all crushed him. As he was dying,
I know what you're going to do.
every time he shouted out, "The Milky Bars are on me!" Everyone cheered.
Oh, I fucking knew it. Oh, I knew that was coming.
I had to go for him, man.
Got to be done.
But
got to do the dad jokes.
We got to get him in, man. Got to get him in. It's dawned on me that it was a month ago today that I was sitting in your lovely living room with yourself and your family, which has gone really quick, a month. But
that has flown by. And it's also seemed so long since I've seen you as well, though.
Yeah, completely. But we've met only twice.
Yes.
Which seems weird because I feel like I've known you forever. Once last year at Sheffield at a Comic Con I was working at, and then obviously we've just worked one at Sutton Bridge. How are you finding the cons?
I mean, I've only done 3 this year, and I've only done 3 ever, but I've enjoyed them. I really like just meeting people. I don't, you know, it's not about, it's better, you can say it's like, oh God, I'm burbling. It's, selling books is a bonus, but I'm happy to just stand there and meet people and talk to people. Because I know you like to have a walk about, don't you?
Yeah, I don't talk as much as you. I'm quite quiet.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, no, I like it. I like the meeting. I'm a big believer in that. Even if you don't sell a book, it's the chatting and people. I'm quite loquacious or garrulous, whatever the word is. I talk non-stop. You've probably not noticed. And I think even if just you're making that, like you're making contact with people.
Yeah,
and you're
in a way you're selling yourself, not just you.
Yeah, which is what we're doing in a way.
Yeah, and I found like doing the HorrorCon was great because you instantly know what everyone is there for. Everyone who's there is a fan of horror, and you straight away got that common ground that you can talk about.
Yeah, definitely. It's not so easy, I find, because obviously we work the comic conventions every week. That's harder sometimes, especially selling the plaques and stuff, because you don't know the people coming in, you don't know what they're into.
Yeah.
S&M, obviously, everyone's BDSM, and no, but you don't know what they're into. So it's harder. So what I normally do, I normally find, and I'll do it when I'm selling my novels and stuff, novels as well, sorry, about 20, 30 times a day, I'll say to someone at my stall, "Oh, cool t-shirt."
Yeah.
And it could be shit, could be a shit t-shirt, but then they're talking to you. And that's good. But it was good seeing you at Sutton Bridge selling your stuff, man. Because you
I enjoyed it.
You and your public, you can see you enjoyed it. You can see you getting off, probably the wrong word. See you getting off with people, getting off talking to people. No, it's good, and that's what I love. I love that side of it. So are you going to be doing more
next year? Definitely. I mean, I've got the one coming up this year. Is it Rainton Comic Con?
I might go.
You might go.
It's going to be good. No, it will be good. It will be good. It has to be good. Because
I'm really looking forward to it. We get to meet again.
Yeah. We've got things coming up. We've got James.
I'm traveling up with Lee Richmond.
Yeah,
who's going to be there with his books as well.
I can't say James's surname.
I believe it is Lefebvre or Lefebvre. It's posh.
And I've never met him, but he seems like a really cool guy. Like him and Terry give me life.
I've not met Terry yet, but all the comments I've seen from him are hilarious. And James is just the loveliest bloke you could ever meet. I met him at Sheffield. Weirdly, we weren't until the second day. It turned out he'd been staying in the same hotel as us. We just met in the lobby and we talked. And then he had a stall just in the room opposite me. So we went and had a chat with each other, and he's just so likable, so easy to get on with. And his books are fantastic as well. So
chatting with him in inboxes, he seems like a really great guy. I can't wait to meet him. Yeah. But his posts are fire. Probably out of everything on the internet this year, my fave post ever, out of all the friends I've got, was James and Terry on holiday, and it was something about Terry thinking he was sinking in quicksand, but it was just wet sand.
I think he's had a fear of quicksand since watching movies as a kid, because every movie had someone sank into quicksand at some point.
Thought it'd be a bigger problem in life than it turned out to be.
Yeah. Don't encounter it quite as much as I'd expect.
So it's going to be good. Rain's going to be great. You're going to be there. James, Lee,
possibly yourself.
Kelvin, I might go. Get Kelvin bloke. Yeah, I'm going to be there. But it's going to be a good event. We had a Star Wars actor come in, but he now can't make it, which is not his fault. He's obviously doing something else. But it will be good, and it's going to be great, and it's going to be a lot going on.
I'm looking forward to it, and it's the last one of the year, so you know. And
but you're doing HorrorCon
next year. I'm hoping to. Yeah, I'm hoping to do HorrorCon next year. Yeah. Right. I just haven't had they haven't contacted us yet.
Yeah. I always like HorrorCon. It's a great event. And yeah, we're looking at doing a lot more events down near you next year, down near your way.
Oh, okay. Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be great. I just thought it was at the event when you can see the rapport you were building. Because you're quite a chatty man, same as I am.
Yeah.
And it just seems to come easy to you when you were chatting to people. And you shifted quite a few novels, I think, didn't you?
Not a huge amount, but I've sold, constantly throughout the day here and there. Yeah, and
yeah.
I mean, what helped, I think, as well for the number of people at the event, which was surprising for such a small village, really, was that they haven't had anything like it in the area. So amazing people who can't, it was really well done. They've done a fantastic job, the organisers. I must pop and see them. Actually, they only live up about 5 minutes from me.
Adam Landy, Adam Landy's a great event.
Adam and Mandy, they were,
Another one next year, I believe, in September, on my birthday, September 7th.
I'm not sure because I've seen a couple of things. One was wanting to be in King's Lynn, which is in Norfolk, and then there's another one. I think they wanted to do one around Spalding in Lincolnshire.
Oh, right.
I'm not sure what's happening yet. I'll catch up with him and see if I can find out more information. But I'll do more next year, definitely.
Yeah, I think you definitely should, man. It's great, and I really enjoy doing them, and not just horror cons. Like I say, if you do comic cons and anything, man. I know James does a load of stuff.
He does a lot,
Dave McCluskey does a few, I think, and it's just about getting out there and putting your name out there. And it's how do you find the self-advertising side of being an indie?
I find I am crap at it. Other people advertise me better than I do. I'm just terrible at it. I don't like to feel like I'm pushing myself onto to others.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so. I don't want to feel like people, I don't want to be posting in the same groups all the time and people are like, it's that bloody thing again, which you probably should be doing that though. But because you need to put your work out there so people know who you are.
You've got to do it. Got to do it.
But other people who read my stuff and then do a review of it will post it all over the place. They do a better job of it than I do. So I'm terrible at it, but it'll get there.
It's a weird part of the scene with the self-advertising stuff. But we need to really, I suppose, otherwise hopefully our books sell and then we get more people come back. And what's been your if you're right to say, your best-selling book so far? What do people prefer out of ones you've written? And double question, is it your favorite of your stuff?
See, the one that's had the most people pick it up and read it has been Abortus, which
that's a fucking amazing book.
Thanks, man. Amazing. I appreciate it.
No, that book is there's bits in that where, and I've said to yourself, I've had to skim read some pages because it was really detailed, really good, but really detailed. But
cheers, man. Yeah, thank you very much.
No, I'm not surprised it gets the love it gets. It's great.
Yeah, that seems to have had a good reception from everyone who's read it. Pretty much, it's had a good reception. It outsells all my others. All my others added up, it does better, and it probably means I sold 10 and I've sold one of each of the others. But no, it's doing all right, which surprises me in a way because I was like, because of the subject matter and it to do with like a at home, coat hanger abortion thing. I thought this is I don't know what sort of reception it's going to get. I know, we know there's a market for extreme, but then I didn't want to go in that really graphic kind of thing, as in the sense
for the sake of
overly. Pardon?
Like just for the sake of it, sort of thing.
Yeah, I want to keep it kind of realistically gory as such, without going over the top. I mean, like the lead character Mel, she's not clothed throughout the entire story, but I haven't once described any physicality of her body, because that's not relevant.
Yeah,
I don't need to do that, you know.
But some would have done. Some would have done.
Yeah, which is not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to do it as like because I don't. It's not something that needed to be titillating. That's like that's the opposite of what it needs. It needed to be like a bit shocking and horrible, and
it was. It was.
But as for my favourite, I don't know. I love them all. They're all my babies. I can't pick a favourite.
Have you? Well, yeah. I just see it's weird with mine. Trouble with Rabbits sells great. Yubasuite sells
great
really
book,
great. Yeah. See,
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean that's good, and I love that people enjoy it. But do you ever get the one you go, "Oh, this is great"? Like you write something in, because we're kind of. You're probably not. You're a nicer guy than me.
No. I could be all right.
You are. I'm just a complete ass. But I rage between godlike narcissism,
right,
and the most crippling self-doubt.
Yeah.
In terms of my writing, like I'll go.
I think
is fucking great. This is the best thing I've ever written. This is really
Yeah.
good. Oh, I'm not a real author, and I always say that. Not, you know what I mean. But how are you with that sort of thing?
Exactly the same. I think every writer must go through that. Surely.
You reckon?
Yeah. I think you're at the time when you're writing in your head, you're thinking, "This is amazing. This is the best thing I've written," and then you might go back to look at it, like pre-editing or just to have a look, and you look at it and go,
you go "Fuck, no indent."
Yeah, you're like, "What the fuck have I written here? This is complete garbage. I don't know what I'm doing." And you're like, "Oh god, this is shit," and it just happens. But no, go on.
I normally when it's when I read someone else's stuff.
Yeah,
and I've just read Shotgun Nun by Harrison Phillips, and I've just before that I finished Pope Lick Massacre by Eric Butler. I'm reading them, and I was like, I can't write. What am I? What am I even doing? Because they're both so good. Do you know what I mean? But
I had that earlier. I just finished reading rereading Moon by James Herbert, and I was just there was some really well written passages. I've not read that one. Stuff there, and I was like, I can't write as good as this, man. This is fantastic. I'm shit. I'm like, I'm nowhere near this kind of level of it. Just, but then sometimes you go back to you look at what you have been writing and go, actually, there could be. It just has a moment of a dip, I think, and then you go back to it and go, actually, it's not as crap as I thought. And once you get editing it, although I don't reread my stuff because I can't. If every time I look at something, I want to change it, I'll find something. I'm like, oh, if I do this and this, and I want to either embellish something or whatever. So I don't like to reread in that sense because I will always find fault with my own work, and I'll always find something I want to change or adjust.
That normally only happens to me when I've checked it through and it's as all right as it's going to be for me, because I'm more for the story than ticking boxes of rules of what you should do.
Yeah.
That's me saying I'm shit at editing. You okay? Hold on a minute. But it's normally when you go, yeah, this is as good as it's getting. This is top notch. And then I release it and I get a copy in the post and I'll open it on any random page and there'll be a spelling mistake. And I'll go, fuck me. It's happened again. But yeah, so editing's not my thing, and people, I get people to edit stuff for me as well, obviously. And people miss stuff. I've read Richard Lehman stuff we've missed.
Oh yeah. There was a couple of things in his James Herbert book. I think there was a character called Fran, and at one point she was suddenly Frank. It happens. It happens to everybody, Right.
Kids.
That's why now, whenever I've done something, I always try and get the. I've always done the not for resale things. I'll get like a proof one first, and I'll go through that, and then what I will actually do is I'll have little notes and stuff in it. I don't know if I can get it in there. Well, I will write. So I've noticed, shit, this text isn't in the right place. I need to put page numbers, and I'll go through it page by page to make a note of everything I think needs changing, and then I can then do that on the final one, and then hopefully when I've done that and sent it, it will be okay. But I know full well if I go through something of mine again, despite how many countless times I've done it, I will always find something I will want to redo.
far more professional than me. I just go, I've written it, release it into the world, go, fly free. Fuck, indents. And then I'll remember stuff.
Oh, yeah. You and your indents.
Fucking indents, man. I hate them. Yeah.
Well, we've had these sort of conversations about them before, haven't we? And then, do they really matter?
I'm just, they're not for me. I don't understand. I know that indents is a part of novels, and everyone's like, you know, I just, it's the same fucking story. I just get, like, I've had some Americans have gone, well, I can't read this. There's no indents in it. And I'm like, well, it's the same fucking words as with indents. If you can read it, you can fucking read it. You know what I mean? So what I do, I slyly, when I reply them on Facebook, I don't put indents in my comments. So then they never know. Just had something come up on my screen. Don't know what that said. Right.
Oh, meeting time. We're running out.
We run out of time. Who are you reading at the minute, mate?
I'm about to start. I can't remember the title. Jonathan Butcher's done a new collection of body horror stories. He sent me a copy of that. Yes. I haven't started it yet.
Right,
so I need to start that one. That's my next read now that I've finished Moon by James Herbert, and that's the digital read. I haven't picked a new physical read yet. I've got to rummage into my endless TBR and see what takes my fancy.
I'm gonna be on another. I'm reading at the minute Shotgun Nun by Shotgun Nun 2 by Harrison Phillips. Yeah. I'm also reading one of the books I've got off you, which is Sharp's something or other. The Sharp series, the one before the Waterloo book. And I'm also reading this, which is 30th Coyote by Christopher Triana. Just started that. But we are running out of time, I think. So what I'll do, can I throw these questions at you?
Yeah, go for it.
Is that cool, yeah?
Yeah, of course it is.
What bothers you more, misquoted movies or mistaken song lyrics?
Probably misquoted movies.
So
I would get song lyrics on all the time when I'm singing to them. You just make shit up so you don't know. Just
we were born before Google, so we just sang whatever, didn't we?
Yeah. If you didn't have the lyrics inside your cassette case on the inlay, that was it. You just had to hope you knew what was going on.
Just make it up. What are you, a ketchup or brown sauce guy?
Brown sauce.
And this is when all the Americans go, the fuck is brown sauce?
Well, it's better than this other name of daddy sauce.
Yeah, what's that about, man? Favorite crisps ever?
Mum said where's nappies apart?
Where's what?
The nappy that eats apart.
Just take one up. Sorry about that.
That is not my favourite crisp flavour. No, leaky nappy.
Dirty nappy, love them.
Ribbon saucy knickknacks.
Ribbon saucy the purple.
Yeah, the purple packet. Yeah.
Love them.
Yeah,
love them. Really. Oh, mate. I now need some. Do they still make them?
Yeah, they even do them in a bigger bag as well now. Instead of little packets, you can buy a big bag of them.
Crunchy peanut butter or smooth peanut butter?
I don't really mind. I'll go for crunchy. I like a bit of substance and something.
Fave Thundercat.
Oh, come on, Chitara.
Chitara. She was fit. I'm going to say it. Fave Ninja Turtle.
Do you know what? I was never that good at telling the difference. I know it was all with the headbands. I could never tell who was who, to be honest, when I watched them.
We used to love them, man.
I prefer Shredder anyway, I think.
Shredder, yeah. No, that's a good shout. Comedian in a serious film or a serious actor in a comedy film?
Ooh. That's a tricky one. It depends on who they are.
Yeah.
But nice to see, because some comedians do have the chops to do a serious role.
Well, you'd think Robin Williams and Tom Hanks started out.
They started out,
comedian, and then they did the serious stuff and got they got more famous. But
and like the recent, what was the what's the guy who played Paul Blart? He was in the
yeah.
He was in that. I can't remember the name of the film now. He was in that
it's
film with the girl who's
Andy.
something like that. Yeah,
Andy? He's
something along those lines. It's her name in it, the title. Yeah, and he was really good in that.
really good film.
But
Really
I don't know
good
how well a serious actor would have to do the timing for comedy.
Bag took for half.
Hold on a minute.
Full bag took for half.
Full. Do you know when you used to go do something, you say, nobody speak to me for the next half hour?
Yeah.
And everyone goes, all right, dads. Yeah. Oh, dear. I mean, she's 5, so, you know, I can get it. But
Right.
if you had to pick a 3-course meal and a drink on death row, what are you having?
Something that takes a long fucking time to eat. I don't know. Oh God, 3-course meal. Yeah. I don't know what I'd go for. I'm never that bothered about starters, to be honest. They're not my. It's just
not a big
don't
starter
like a
fan?
tiny little bowl of olives. I'm like, no, just bring me my big. I'd probably want a burger or something, or a steak and chips, something like that. Something.
Oh, nice, nice.
Or would I go for a
you-
really big, horrible curry, something really hot to make the cleanup job really bad after I've been fried, just to leave
Have a
someone a
chicken.
mess, you know?
I'll have a chicken fowl. Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be a cheesecake for dessert, and from on death row, I'll have a pint. I'll have a Guinness.
Have a pint. Why not? Be rude not to, man.
Yeah.
French fries or onion rings?
Oh man, you can't throw this at me.
Yeah, come on, man. These are the questions the public want to know. Keep looking at the time at the top.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm delaying it now. The time's ticking. Yeah, I'll just wait until time goes. I won't have to make decisions.
Mate.
Oh, that's really tough. I think I'd probably have onion rings over French fries.
Onion rings, cool.
Yeah.
Indian or Chinese food?
Oh, that's another tough one. Shit.
It's all food with me.
I know it. Yeah. No, I think we're a couple of chunky blokes, but yeah, I'd say Chinese because it's what we have. I would have it more often because no one else in the house, apart from Kai, will eat a curry. He'll eat a really mild one, and I don't get to eat them very often. So actually, when we had our little Chinese, when we got together, we're gonna have one tomorrow as well. So we eat it more often. So I'd pick Chinese.
Chinese.
But I do like a really good curry. I must admit.
Oh, same man. Wait, some films. American Werewolf in London or Dog Soldiers?
American Werewolf in London, because it was the first film when my parents got a VHS player. It's the first thing they rented out when I was a wee boy.
Oh wow!
I've got the werewolf tattooed on my arm here. So.
Oh, dude, that's cool.
So that's always just been a special film for me.
I love it. I love it. Thing or Blob?
Thing. Although the Blob remake is a really fucking remake.
Fucking great film.
But the Thing wins every time, yeah.
Halloween or Friday the 13th?
Friday the 13th, I think.
Friday the 13th. Lost Boys or 30 Days of Night?
Shit. I'm going to have to go with the classics to go Lost Boys. But again, 30 Days of Night, really good film.
Vampires in 30 Days of Night are brutal, man.
Yeah. And really the beheading at the end with the guy out of, he was in Spartacus, weren't he? That Manu Bennett.
Yeah. Can't think of his name now.
Really good decapitation, that is.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. I know. He played Crixus.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. Really good. Yeah. Best film in the Alien franchise?
I
always say 3, and everyone hates me for it.
I was going to go like, shall I say 4? Yeah. I don't know which one out of 1 and 2. I've probably seen 2 more, so I'll say 2.
Yeah.
But I think 1 is going to. No, it's 1. It's going to be 1.
One's the favorite.
Yeah. Favorite one? Sorry.
Horror icon.
Oh shit! You.
Sorry, go on.
No, go on, carry on. I can't think of a
fave horror franchise.
These are going to Phantasm. Here we go.
Phantasm.
I love the Phantasm movies. Yeah.
Is it the tall guy? The tall man? The tall guy?
The tall man, yeah. Especially the later ones. Was it in number 4 or 5? They referenced something that happened in the first film, and I like there is always a link. It's not just Friday the 13th, love them, but it's just Jason kills dudes, he gets killed, film's over.
Yeah,
but these had an ongoing story and they overlapped. I love that.
Vastly underrated. Mine's Psycho. I love Psycho.
1 and 2 were fantastic.
Yeah, 2 is probably one of my favourite films ever. It looks like we've run out of time because I arrange anything properly like a grown up. It's been utter fucking chaos with my kids and tech. We probably would have had more time if I hadn't fucked up for half hour. But yeah, so thank you for doing this with me, dude. It's been
Thanks for
fucking
asking me,
great.
man.
Yeah, no.
Cheers, man.
Sorry, it's not been more professional, but it's me.
Yeah,
Well, you
and
know-
me. We don't we
Yeah,
don't do
close.
professional very well.
But no, thanks, dude. You have a great night, man.
And you, mate. Take it easy.